In 2008, when the United States declared Al-Shabaab a terrorist group, not many people would have thought Africa was harboring an arsenal well secured by fundamentalists who are bent on instilling their own ideas into the fabrics of the society. They have fashioned their own style of governance, created a military approach to daily living, and will do everything militarily possible to impose their self-styled system of governance on Africa. When Al-Shabaab launched its first attack in Somalia, international aid workers, civilian leaders, and African Union peacekeepers were the target. The group later proved to the world that it had a greater mission, a vision to turn Africa into a fundamentalist Islamic state. It wastes no time in launching attacks on any nation resisting this ideology. Aside from the fact that Al-Shabaab plans to impose itself on Somalia, it is now clear that Africa may be having difficulty taming these terrorist groups. For instance, in Nigeria, the Boko Haram is unrelenting and continues to cause havoc in the country's north. In Mali, Al-Qaeda-linked Islamist group Mujwa is wreaking havoc in the Gao region and other parts of the country. Chad, Algeria, and Uganda have also experienced first-hand attacks from Al-Qaeda-linked groups, yet African leaders have not been able to find a way out of all this. The attack on Kenya now seems like a wake-up call for leaders to put up a joint effort to tackle what is fast becoming Africa's biggest problem.
What this means is that beyond what anybody can just sit down and make a common analysis, but I think this is a time for us to just come together and unite ourselves. Those who are supposed to be leaders must be seen to be well coordinated properly and begin to look at this issue globally in such a way that we shouldn't just look at it or narrow it to just an African problem or Nigerian problem or any other country problems, but rather all hands must be on decks, because I foresee a situation where anything can happen anytime, any moment from now. But I do not also think it is proper. We must condemn this act and also demonstrate that this thing must be condemned in totality.
The only way we can curb it is to have a common lethal force that will attack, these terrorists. Again, our leaders must come home, look at where are the areas where we can, make amends.
Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta, who is now at the receiving end of another Al-Shabaab attack, is quick to ask for a collective effort to fight the terrorist network.
We need to work together to fight the terrorist battle, not just here in Kenya, but wherever it hurts in any part of the world. This is not a Kenyan war. This is an international war.
African leaders appear to be at their wits' end on how to tackle the terrorists' challenge. Perhaps the time is ripe for new thinking and more collaboration amongst countries to fighting terrorism's scourge. Aditunji Aditeye, TVC News.